Running a community program means spending a significant portion of your week managing scattered gala receipts, disorganized project files, and manual data entry. Standard AI chatbots offer a partial solution by providing advice or writing text, but the human user is still responsible for the actual labor of copying, pasting, and organizing those files. Agentic AI is different. This technology allows the software to plan and execute multi-step actions on its own, functioning as an active task executor rather than just a conversation partner. Claude Cowork brings this capability to your desktop. It uses an autonomous coding architecture to interact with your local files and tools through a simple interface. Instead of using AI to brainstorm how to do your job, you give it instructions to perform specific parts of the job for you. This setup allows you to delegate the execution of tedious tasks. You define the goal, and the software handles the background operations until the work is finished. Getting started requires two things: the Claude desktop app installed on a Mac or Windows computer, and an active Pro, Max, or Team plan. Security is handled through sandboxed access. A sandbox is an isolated virtual environment on your computer where the AI operates, meaning it can only see or edit the specific folders you explicitly permit it to use. To reach files outside your computer, you use connectors. These are secure bridges that allow Claude to interact with your organization's cloud tools, such as Google Drive and Gmail. This setup creates a clear boundary, ensuring you maintain control over exactly which files the AI can see and what actions it can take. With permissions in place, you can use Cowork to transform raw event data into clean financial records. The tool also synthesizes information stored in the cloud. This board report mockup shows how Claude can use a Google Drive connector to read through various project briefs and meeting notes, drafting a cohesive executive summary in Word that follows your formatting rules. For recurring work, you use the /schedule command. This instruction tells Claude to run a specific task automatically, at a time and frequency you choose. At 9 a.m. every Monday, the system can be set to scan your Gmail and Drive for updates, automatically preparing a briefing for your team before your first meeting begins. These workflows scale. A single agent handles the one-off file cleanups and the recurring cloud-based updates, providing consistent administrative relief. To manage this software effectively, you have to work within its current technical limitations. This battery meter represents token burn. Because agentic tasks involve multiple steps and complex reasoning, they consume your daily message limits much faster than a standard chat. Hardware is also a factor. Your computer must remain awake, and the Claude app must stay open for a scheduled task to execute. If the computer goes to sleep, the task will not run until it wakes up. Certain tools have specific restrictions. Claude cannot read Google Slides unless you export them as PDFs first, and for security, the Gmail connector can only draft emails. You must review and send them yourself. Navigating these boundaries is part of the process. Once you understand the constraints, you can structure your tasks to avoid common errors. Claude Cowork is not a replacement for organizational strategy or human decision-making. By automating the data entry and initial drafting, you reduce the time spent on manual keyboard tasks. This allows for more focus on the human connection and the mission-driven work your community requires. Using these tools moves the repetitive logistics into the background, leaving the professional in charge of the actual impact. To get started, download the Claude desktop app and assign your first workflow.